Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into a topic that's as old as time itself, marriage. But more specifically, we're going to explore the 7 reasons why marriages fail. Now, it's not about sowing seeds of doubt, but rather to shed light on the common pitfalls that could lead to the breakdown of this sacred bond. We're keeping things light-hearted, conversational, and relatable, so no need for the tissues just yet. Think of this as a guide, a roadmap, if you will, to help navigate the often turbulent waters of matrimony. We'll be discussing everything from communication, or the lack thereof, to financial stress, incompatibility, and even the dreaded I word, infidelity. Now, don't let this list scare you. Instead, let it serve as a tool to help strengthen your bond, or perhaps to understand where things may have gone awry. Ready to uncover these truths? Hold tight as we delve into the first reason. The first reason is a lack of effective communication. Now let's unpack this. Communication is like the glue that holds relationships together. When it's missing, things start to fall apart. Misunderstandings crop up, disagreements escalate, and before you know it, silence takes over. But what's even more crucial is effective communication. It's not just about talking. It's about truly listening, understanding, and responding in a way that builds bridges, not walls. It's about expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs clearly and honestly, without blame or judgment. And it's about being open and receptive when your partner does the same. Poor communication can lead to resentment, frustration, and disconnect, slowly eroding the bond of love and trust that once held you together. So remember, it's not just about talking, it's about talking right. Next up, we have financial stress. It's a silent destroyer, creeping into our lives, often going unnoticed until it's too late. You see, money, or the lack thereof, can cause a lot of tension in a marriage. It's not just about having enough to pay the bills or afford the occasional splurge. It's also about financial security, future planning, and, most importantly, trust. There's a fundamental need for transparency between couples when it comes to finances. It's about being open and honest about your earnings, your spending, your savings, and even your debts. This transparency fosters trust, reduces stress, and helps you both navigate through financial difficulties together. Remember, it's not the money itself that's the problem. It's the secrets, the lack of planning, and the inability to communicate about finances that can cause a marriage to falter. Money matters, and so does how you handle it in a marriage. The third reason why marriages fail is incompatibility. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. You could be polar opposites or just too similar. Either way, it creates a clash. Differences in personality, interests, or life goals can lead to conflicts that are hard to resolve. Imagine being a night owl married to an early bird, or a thrill seeker tied to a homebody. It's like trying to dance a tango when one of you only knows how to waltz. The rhythm is off, and someone is bound to step on the other's toes. This doesn't mean that opposites can't attract or that similarities breed contempt. It simply means that without understanding, acceptance, and a willingness to compromise, these differences can turn into insurmountable obstacles. So it's crucial to find common ground, to respect each other's individuality, and to work together towards shared goals. Being different isn't bad, but not finding common ground can be. Moving on to reason number 4, infidelity. Infidelity is a heavy word, isn't it? A word that carries the weight of betrayal, disappointment, and hurt. It's a breach of trust that can shake the very foundations of a relationship. When one partner steps out of the bounds of the relationship, the aftermath can be devastating. Trust, the glue that holds a relationship together, is shattered. Betrayal doesn't only involve the act itself, but the secrets, the lies, the deceit that comes along with it. It's a ripple effect that touches every aspect of the relationship. The person betrayed often finds it hard to trust again, not only their partner, but their own judgment. This is why infidelity is a common cause of marriage failure. It creates a wound that often doesn't heal, leaving scars that are hard to forget. Trust once broken is hard to rebuild. The 5th reason is having unrealistic expectations. Sometimes we paint our partners with the brush of perfection, loading them with the burden of our dreams, hopes, and aspirations. But remember, they're human, not superheroes. They have their strengths and weaknesses just like we do. Expecting your partner to read your mind, or to always be in a good mood, or to constantly prioritize your needs above their own can lead to disappointment and resentment. This is because when they fail to meet these inflated expectations, it can feel like a personal failure or rejection. It's important to understand that everyone has limitations and that it's okay for your partner to have them too. Open communication about what you both expect from each other is a key part of maintaining a healthy relationship. So, instead of setting your partner up to fail with unrealistic expectations, encourage them to be the best they can be. Expectations are inevitable, but they need to be realistic. Coming up next is the lack of intimacy. Let's delve into this, shall we? You see, intimacy is not just about physical closeness, it's also about emotional connection, sharing vulnerabilities and understanding each other on a profound level. When this bond weakens or disappears, it can create a chasm in the relationship. Imagine two pieces of paper held together by a drop of glue. The glue symbolizes intimacy. If the glue dries out, the papers drift apart, just like a couple might. Now, what dries out this glue? It could be anything from busy schedules, stress, or even unresolved conflicts. The point is, when intimacy is lost, couples may start to feel more like roommates than life partners. But remember, it's never too late to bridge this gap. Open conversations, spending quality time together, and showing appreciation can help rekindle the flame. After all, intimacy is a crucial bond that keeps a marriage strong. And finally, the seventh reason: neglecting personal growth. In a marriage, it's easy to become so entwined with your partner that you forget the person you were before. You share a life, a home, sometimes even a name. But it's crucial to remember that you are also individuals, each with your own interests, ambitions, and growth trajectories. Neglecting personal growth can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction or stagnation. You might start to feel like you're just going through the motions, living day to day without any real purpose. This dissatisfaction can seep into your marriage, causing strain and tension. It's important to continue learning, growing, and evolving, even after you say, "I do." Pursue a hobby, learn a new skill, set personal goals. These things fuel your sense of individuality and self-worth and can bring a new level of depth and richness to your relationship. Growing together is important, but growing individually is equally essential. And there you have it, 7 reasons why marriages fail. From the crippling effects of lack of effective communication to the strain of financial stress, the pitfalls of incompatibility and the heartbreak of infidelity, the disillusionment of unrealistic expectations, the cold void of lack of intimacy, and the stagnation of neglecting personal growth. Each of these factors plays a significant role in the breakdown of a marriage. Which reasons did you find most compelling or relatable? Share your thoughts in the comments below.